we had the Scottish Cup final the following week. So we were, the Monday morning, you know, had to pick the players up, you know, went in and spoke to them and said, listen, you know, we've still got an enormous game to play for, type of thing. I understand that you'll be disappointed we haven't achieved what ultimately we'd set out to do, our main target, but you've got a chance to go down in history. You know, we hadn't won the Scottish Cup in 114 years. There was this stigma around the club in terms of a little bit of a laugh and joke. Is this going to be the year? You know, when you went in press conferences, you know, there was a little bit of a tongue-in-cheek comment about it all the time. And it was always a question I was always asked whenever you started the Scottish Cup run. Is this going to be the year, Alan? I went, well, someone's going to do it. You know,
of course,
at some point they're going to do it.
Yeah.
Whether it's me or not, I don't know. But I'm going to say, I'm hoping it's going to be me. And anyway, so this carried on, and we got there. And so we got to the final, and we knew we could beat Rangers. You know, we had the belief amongst ourselves. That season, we were, I think, level in terms of games won against each other. So, you know, it was pretty nip and tuck. And I had a decision to make on the day whether one of our midfield players, like called Dylan Migioch, who was important for us, was gonna be fit. He came off the week before in the Falkirk game, and we weren't sure whether he was going to be fit. And I sat him down the day of the game. I said, Dylan, and I looked him in the eye. I said, "You've got to be honest with me here. Can you play 90 minutes?" And if he would have said, "Well, I can give you 60," he wouldn't have started.
No.
And he said, "Yeah, I think I can." I went, "Okay." I said, "Listen, you're not letting me down. You're letting your teammates down if you're not giving me the right answer." And he was adamant, and that was a big boost for us before the game. And we'd gone to the game, and you come out, and it was to be honest, if I was a neutral watching the game, it was a great final to watch. It had a bit of everything. You know, 3-2. It was entertaining. It was end to end. There was some good goals in there, and we couldn't have started the game any better. We'd gone 1-0 up. Anthony Stokes scored a really good goal, cutting down the left, and he cut in from the byline, and he's put it into the far corner. And Anthony Stokes obviously was an ex-Celtic player, hated Rangers, couldn't have got any better for him. Rangers got themselves back in the game. Then they go 2-1 up, and I sense that a lot of the Rangers players then thought that's it.
It was over.
Job done. We're in the lead now. We're not going to lose this. And we got stronger as a result of that. I could sense it in the players. You know, we were still in the game. We were still on the front foot. And I actually didn't realise, you know, like sometimes you can get lost in the game and you lose sense of time.
Right.
And we'd got a corner, and pressure was building. And I'd made a couple of substitutions. We changed formation, and I brought Liam Henderson on, who was really good at dead balls for us, and he probably could have easily started.
Right, yeah.
Gone across, and he's played a whip ball, and we'd worked on set pieces all week because we felt as if it was an area that we could get at Rangers. They conceded goals, and the near post area was where we wanted to target. They had like James Tavernier, who's their captain there now. But we felt as if he wasn't great in terms of dealing with that near post. So anyway, we looked at targeted that area every week anyway. Whipped the ball in, and we'd scored. We managed to score from it. 2-2, and I knew sometimes it's weird as a player. You sometimes get the feeling you wake up on a Saturday and you know you're going to win that day. At that moment, I knew we were going to go on and win the game. I just sensed it. We were getting stronger. We were starting to overrun Rangers, and and the next minute get a corner again, and same, whips the ball in. This time it just misses the front post area and goes into the middle of the goal, and David Gray jumps and glances a ball into the roof of the net, 3-2, and it was just bedlam. It literally was bedlam. The scenes were crazy. And it's one of them where it's at that stage of the game where you can't recover.
Yeah.
It's just so late in the game. The fans are going mad. And then everything just seemed to then go into slow motion. So we're seeing the game out. Rangers are pushing forward for an equaliser. We're withholding their late push. And everything just seemed to slow right down then. And I can remember seeing Liam Henderson go to the referee and say, "How long?" And I could remember as if like I could read his lips. I'm saying, "It's over. I'm going to blow." So as he said that, Liam Henderson's, as the game's still going on, Liam Henderson's run as if he's running to celebrate. And the referee still hadn't blown yet. And the next minute, he blows his whistle. And it's just like, my assistant comes and jumps on my shoulders. Everyone's running mad. And then the fans start to spill onto the pitch and really tempers your celebrations at the end. It's just euphoria, a relief. There wasn't really any animosity to it. It was just as if 114 years of wait had just gone, and fans just wanted to get on the pitch and celebrate. Obviously that had an impact, and I got pulled away quickly then because I had to go and speak with the chairman, the chief executive, the matchday commander, in terms of trying to deal. We had to get all the players off the pitch. So they were just all still celebrating inside where I was in there with these meetings. Then I was doing obviously some radio and press and it's not press, TV. And then we found out that we weren't going to be able to do a lap of honour. They were still getting the pitch cleared, still getting the fans in there. Rangers fans, then some of them spilled onto the pitch, and there was like obviously confrontation without it getting too nasty. The police managed to get order. The mounted police were on the pitch, pushing Rangers fans back. Then there was a ring of horses and police and stewards that had managed to get all the Hibs fans back in. And then they started singing, obviously, Sunshine and Leith, and it was just, to this day, it's just one of them moments. It's an amazing football song. Anyway, if you've never listened to it, I think it's had over 1 million views now on
I have
on
watched
YouTube.
it,
And it's like one of them hairs on the back of your neck, stand-up moments.
What's that like as a manager? You're stood there, you just won that, and they're singing that. Is it? Is it hard to put into words?
It is hard, but my sense of satisfaction was for the players and the staff, because I'd been lucky enough to sample being there as a player, not as a manager. But whereas I think as a manager, it's all about your players and your staff.
Okay.
And I, even though it was a really, really proud moment for me, my euphoria and my sense of satisfaction was seeing their joy.
To watch the rest of this Inside the Game podcast, head over to the More Than the Game channel or click the video that's on screen now.